Perspective Podcast is fuel for your mind and creative grind. Each week, my guests and I provide the skills for thinking bigger, overcoming adversity, and making an impact with your work. What are some tips to go deep? Because I know you're talking about like psychographics, demographics, getting into that end user's head. Like that was what changed me when I started a podcast. I guess for more context, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I wanted to help creatives because I was so lost. But now it's like I have this personal avatar who I know is someone who's struggling outside of a day job, and they want to invest their money into conferences and workshops and online courses. And they're a listener of the show for some of those, that's kind of the journey I went through. And now it's like, oh crap, I know exactly who's on the other line that I'm speaking directly to. Act like I'm typing an email when I write something, but like, what are some of the tips and guidelines that you would give to all type of creators?
Yeah. Well, you outlined a lot of it too, is knowing who you're talking to. So one tip is outlining who that ideal client is. So for any freelancer listening, for any artist listening, who do you want to work with? What type of person? But I would also go into what's their personality? What do they believe? What do you guys connect on to? I think for artists and freelancers, it really helps to connect with people who believe something similar that you do. So what type of things are they into? What books are they reading? What's their personality like? What's their humor like? It's as if you're getting to know this date that you're going to ask out, right? So you really want to know everything. You want to know everything about them. I would also suggest making what we call an empathy graph, which is just a one-page day in the life of this person. So if you were to show this to a friend and say, this is the type of client that I want to get, if you were to just visualize it and that person and their life, what would that look like? What do they drink? What do they wear? What's their lifestyle like? And that other person should be able to tell, like, oh, I know who you're trying to get after. It's this person with this type of lifestyle, and this is where they probably would hang out. You could probably make a lot of assumptions just based off of looking at them. So you could make a Pinterest board of that. Like I said, you could make a one page where you're just visualizing, what does this person look like? Where are they hanging out? What's their lifestyle like? What's a day in the life? What are they eating? Everything. What are they into? So that you can wrap your head around, oh, this is the person I'm talking to. You can do it that way, or you can also think of what other client have you had, an actual person that you loved working with. You loved their personality. You loved how they did business. You loved the business that they were in, and make this profile, or we call it a persona, based off of that person. And that really helps. So that's just one very simple way to do that, because like you said, all of your messaging, everything you create is going to be done as if you were talking to that very person. And it's going to make everything so much more personal. It's going to connect with a lot more people. And I get a lot of pushback with like, well, I don't want to just attract one type of person. I don't want just one person. And it's like, just that's your target, but you're going to also attract all these other people that are similar. As
like a byproduct. Yeah. It ripples.
Yeah. As a byproduct. Yeah. Yes. But I say it is if your brand or if you had a best friend that literally bought everything that you did, that was your number one client, that if every single client was this person, you'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
Build the profile around that absolute ideal. And like you said, you're going to get other people as a byproduct, and that's totally fine. But we need to know what the ideal is first.
Thanks again for listening. It'd be awesome if you took the time to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and let the comment below so we can connect. Again, if you want to catch a shout out as a future listener of the week, make sure you subscribe to the show on iTunes and give it a rating and review.